Like and subscribe, or a lion will hunt you tomorrow. Welcome to Animals Wow TV. Today we'll look at the top 10 craziest fights in the animal kingdom. Stay until number 1 to see a showdown between a rabbit and a snake. Number 10. Lion vs. Tiger. Fangs, claws, horns, talons, big muscles. The members of the animal kingdom have a seemingly endless array of natural weapons at their disposal. And they're not afraid to use these weapons to bite, slash, gouge, snatch, and battle it out in the wild. So here are 10 of the craziest fights in the animal kingdom that have been captured on camera. We start with two apex predators, the lion and the tiger. Since they don't live in the same territories, humans have debating for centuries on which of these two animals would win in a fight. Just to settle these debates, some people have put lions and tigers in enclosures and forced them to fight like gladiators. When you look at the statistics, tigers have the upper hand, and the gladiator fights confirm it. Generally, tigers are heavier and weigh up to 800 pounds, while lions only weigh up to 550 pounds. So they have the advantage of bulk and muscles. When it comes to attitude, tigers are more aggressive and will go for the kill right away. Lions, on the other hand, tend to play with its food first before going for the kill. But these gladiator fights have mostly been done in man-made structures with one-on-one combats. Out in the wild, the outcome might just be different. Tigers are usually solitary creatures, while lions travel in prides. So there's no question on who'll be dead after this showdown. Number 9. Warthog vs. Rhinoceros. He may have a stinky fart that's so deadly animals in the savannah avoid him, but there's no denying that the Lion King just wouldn't be as enjoyable to watch without the wisecracking Pumbaa, one half of the comic duo that teaches Simba the Hakuna Matata lifestyle. Real-life warthogs seem to be just as friendly and subservient as Pumbaa. Take for example this warthog that politely asks permission to share the grass that a white rhino is eating. Well, with a pair of sharp horns, one of which can grow up to more than 2 feet, the rhino commands respect and submissiveness from a lot of animals around it. You wouldn't want to get a big, bulky animal that can weigh more than 2,000 pounds and armed with a natural spear to be mad at you. So yeah, we can understand how this warthog would want to be cautious. At first, the rhino seems okay with sharing its food, but tension builds when a second warthog shuffles close to the pile of yummy grass, going down on its knees and also asking His Majesty permission for a nibble or two. The first warthog was given a go signal, so the second one must have thought it would also be allowed to feed. Hakuna Matata, right? Well, not quite. The rhino snaps and tosses the second warthog into the air with one flick of its horned head. Ouch. Here's one warthog who will have some worries for the rest of his days. Number 8. Eagle vs. Cheetah. We start our list with a pair of apex predators. We continue to another pair of these top predators. The eagle is the king of the skies for a reason. It's bigger, faster, and has deadlier talons than most birds. And it uses its advantages to hunt for prey not just in the air, but on land and sea as well. Not even a baby from the fastest animal on land, the cheetah, can outrun the eagle when it's on the hunt. As this baby cheetah discovers when it tries to first outrun, then hide from this hunting eagle. The eagle easily kills and grips the baby in its talons as it flies up a tree to enjoy its meal. But in the animal kingdom, you never, ever mess with a mother. And you never, ever mess with a mother that's also an apex predator. The mother cheetah chases after the eagle. The eagle may feel secure up in a tree, but the mother easily leaps and climbs up to the top boughs right up to where the eagle is perched. She swoops at the bird and kills it. Unfortunately, she's too late to save her child, but at least she's exacted her swift revenge just like the badass mom that she is. Number 7. Hippopotamus vs. Cape buffalo. In the wild, large horns and large bodies may not necessarily mean instant victory. Just look at this Cape buffalo. It may weigh more than 2,000 pounds and have horns that stretch up to more than 3 feet from end to end, and it may be regarded so dangerous that it's assigned the nickname Black Death. But its fellow African wildlife, the hippopotamus, can give it a run for its money, if it had any money at all. The hippo weighs more than 3 times as much as a buffalo. It also has massive incisors nestled inside a mouth that can open as wide as 180 degrees. The mouth becomes so big that it could swallow a buffalo's head in one bite. These features make the hippo a truly fearsome herbivore that can take on even the deadliest carnivores in the wild. Although these two heavyweights rarely fight because they don't compete for food or territory, encounters between them do happen. And when it does, it's pretty much a one-sided fight. Like this time, when a buffalo and a hippo meet on the same trail. The buffalo at first tries to stand up to the hippo, which takes on an aggressive post from the start. The buffalo flails its horns to try to show some form of dominance, but the bluff doesn't work, and the hippo slowly advances with its mouth wide open. Then the hippo charges, and the buffalo can only retreat and run away. And here's another grumpy hippo who decides that it doesn't want to share a watering hole with buffaloes. It actually scares the whole herd away from the water. How's that for a diva? Number 6. Octopus versus Shark. In 2009, Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus was released to horrendous reviews. Nevertheless, it spawned a number of Mega Shark movies. Now we featured sharks in several videos on this channel. I mean, they're so fascinating that we'll probably feature them even more. But today, they'll be on the sidelines and will shine the spotlight on an unusual enemy of this popular predator. In the movie, the Mega Shark and Giant Octopus showdown ends in a draw as both gigantic animals die. In real life, it doesn't happen quite that way. Let's take for example this nurse shark that suddenly thinks it's a good idea to nosy around an octopus den. It gets way more than it bargains for when the octopus wraps its tentacles around it. The shark thrashes against the restraints and only barely manages to break free. For a moment, it looks like it's been hurt, secreting brownish liquid from its gills. But it slowly starts to look fine as it circles away from the octopus den. This shark is lucky and got out alive after the fight. These sharks in giant aquariums weren't so lucky. With solid grips on their prey, the giant octopus really knew how to show the shark that they can't be the boss all the time under the sea. We're halfway through. Are you liking this video? Then please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Remember to hit the notification button for regular updates of our informative and exciting animal videos. Number 5. Jaguar vs. Caiman. The Pantanal wetlands stretch across 42 million acres of 3 countries, from Bolivia to Brazil and Paraguay. It's packed with creatures of different shapes and sizes, from colorful macaws in the air to super friendly capybaras on land and giant otters in the water. But at the top of the food chain are 2 predators that fight not just for territory, but for food as well. The jaguar is the largest native cat in the Americas and the 3rd largest cat in the world, so this makes it the king of the Pantanal. Meanwhile, about 5 to 10 million jaguar caimans crowd the riverbanks of Pantanal during the dry season. These animals can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh more than 100 pounds. But despite having the leather armor and sharp teeth of their alligator cousins, caimans still can't topple the jaguar from its throne. One of the reasons is that the rainforest around the wetlands is perfect for the jaguar's preferred method of hunting, ambushing its prey. And even though it's a cat, the jaguar is actually a great swimmer. Just look at how this jaguar silently stalks, swims towards, and ambushes a caiman that's caught napping under the sun. Just one bite to the caiman's head and the fight is over. And even if a full-grown caiman is deep in the water, a young male jaguar will not hesitate to pounce on it. You can see that this jaguar is still a rookie at this caiman hunting thing. You can't get a firm grip after its initial attack. The caiman tries to get away by rolling in the water. This proves to be a bad move because the jaguar rolls with it and clamps down on its throat. After tussling for several more minutes, the Caiman finally goes limp, and the young Jaguar takes its kill to the shore for a well-deserved meal. Number 4. Bees versus Hornet. Some animals are just wired to push the boundaries and hunt even in dangerous circumstances. Take for example the giant hornet. It's famous for murdering colonies of bees in a matter of hours, and that's why it's also called murder hornet. So this one giant hornet probably thought it had hit the jackpot when it discovered this bee colony. The bees send out signals to alert everyone in the hive about the predator. The hornet marks the entrance of the hive and goes in. The bees wait. Then the hornet makes its first kill. This is the moment the bees have been waiting for. They know that if there's one thing that can defeat the giant hornet, it's heat. They converge on the hornet while desperately shaking their wings. This act raises their body temperature and the temperature within the hive. The hornet is roasted alive. The would-be murderer is murdered instead, and the bees have exacted revenge for their fallen comrade. Number 3. Kangaroo versus kangaroo. So far, we featured interspecies fights. Here's one showdown that involves animals from the same species. For male kangaroos, the greatest enemy comes from within. They need to fight to become the ultimate godfathers of their mobs. From a very young age, they start honing their kickboxing skills, and this is the reason why they develop big muscles. The fights are brutal, and just like in any mixed martial arts fight, pretty much anything goes in a roo fight. The main move is to balance on the tail and knock the opponent off balance using punches, kicks, and a bit of wrestling. Low blows are okay too. The fight is over when one roo breaks off the fight or falls to the ground, and at the end of the showdown, the winner takes it all: mate, territory, and the right to drive away the loser from the mob if he wants to. Now, like we said, brutal. Number 2. Lion versus Lioness. The debate over lion versus tiger may never be fully settled, but let's move on to another debate, one that we can easily answer. Who will win in a fight between a lion and a lioness? In pop culture, more often than not, it's the lion that hogs all the attention. Simba from The Lion King, Alex from the Madagascar films, Lion-O from Thundercats, Aslan from Chronicles of Narnia, the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz. Even our number 10 on this list featured a lion. This makes it look like the lion is really at the apex of the animal kingdom, hunting down his prey like the king that he is. Right? Wrong. In a lion's pride, 85 to 90% of the time, it's the lioness that hunts. The females are better equipped with the agility, camouflage ability, and stealth that make for a superb hunter. When lionesses come across big prey, the females isolate the prey, and the lions come in to help with the kill. So it's a fact that behind every successful lion is a strong lioness, and no lion can stand up to an angry lioness. Just look at this chunky lion's unsuccessful sneak attack at a sleeping lioness. This is one lion who will forever remember how not to wake up a sleeping lioness. He may grumble all he wants, but the lioness had laid down the law, and no one crosses the queen. Number 1. Rabbit versus snake. If there's one rule that humans need to know about the animal kingdom, is that mothers will fight tooth and nail to save their babies from harm. We've already seen how a mother cheetah took revenge on her baby's killer. So now we see how a small, peaceful herbivorous rabbit takes on a deadly snake that's made its way into the rabbit's burrow. The black snake looks like it's snacking on the baby rabbits when the mother arrives with a mighty hop. The snake escapes from the first kicks and then tries to fight back, but the rabbit is too nimble as it thrashes and kicks around. The snake slides its way to the fence beyond the burrow, but the mother rabbit drags it away just to give it another kick or two. She's probably making sure that the snake has learned its lesson. This footage is actually a home video, and we hear children in the background yelling.
Go, Mr. Bunny, kill that snake.
We're with you, kids. Bite that snake, Bunny. There you have it, our top 10 craziest fights in the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And while you're here, check out our video of the Clash of Grand Canyon Ramps.